Again with another video. Again, like I always start every video, thank you to everybody that has liked, comment, and subscribed in the last videos, as well as anybody that has viewed the last videos. I'm going to be coming on a consistent basis like I have been. I'm thinking more on like a daily basis. I've been kind of like every other day, just trying to see like what the traction is on each video. Obviously, it's very little right now, but just want to see, obviously also too, trying to figure out what content to give you guys. Over the weekend, there wasn't too much stuff going on, but now that it's Monday, we have a couple other things that we can kind of get into. So again, always, please, if you can, like, comment, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you can know when each video drops. So today, coming back with another piece of content. This is kind of more on base of what I usually do. I'm actually reacting to DJ Akademiks was recently in, I want to say there probably was their Discord. Him and Annoying, we're talking about Roddy Ricch's career at the current moment. It's the video's titled DJ Akademiks debates if Roddy Ricch fell off. Now, Roddy had a crazy 2019. His album went like, I want to say #1 for multiple weeks. He started off selling like 90 the first week. And I think he did multiple weeks at least selling at least between 80 to 90 for at least a couple weeks. The Box obviously was a #1 song. High Fashion was pretty big, as well as Ballin' with DJ Mustard, which is on DJ Mustard's album, but that was still a big song as well. Now, as of recent, I know last year he dropped Gifted with YBN Corday. It was a pretty decent song. I mean, it didn't chart on regular Billboard. It was number 13, I think, on Rhythmic. And then he also now recently released For the Gang with 42 Doug. That did about number 67 on the Billboard. And he just released another song with Birdman and Lil Wayne. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't say Roddy fell off just because people are probably obviously are like waiting for his like solo release. I mean, after he released, excuse me for being antisocial, he pretty much disappeared off the internet. We see him here and there, like he would post certain pictures on Instagram. He was talking about the Grammys and being upset that Kanye West was pissing on the Grammy during Grammys time. But for the most part, we don't really hear much from Roddy, and he's one of those artists too that can probably do that, where he can just drop an album because the album was a huge album and then just disappear and come back, when he has the music. But it seems like people are thinking that he's not getting that much traction, but he hasn't released any solo content yet by itself. So I feel like once he releases his lead single, or if he just drops the album altogether, people are going to listen just because they love the last album, and it's still ringing off. Like, people are still listening to, excuse me for being antisocial. Like, he's not like, it's not like he fell off or anything. He also was on A Boogie's album, which I think was the same year. People love that song. Yeah, with A Boogie too. So I don't know, but let's get into the video. Let's see what they're talking about. Now, if you're not familiar, DJ Akademiks DJ Akademiks is probably one of the biggest people in hip hop right now. He has a huge Instagram page. He pretty much reports everything going on in hip hop. Annoying on the other end is from like the Twitch world. He's a YouTuber as well. He does a lot of reactions. He was a part of the YBN gang. There was a whole another thing that happened a couple months ago, or maybe like a month ago, with him and YBN Nahmir, when he kind of ranked his album and said it was trash. In my opinion, I don't think YBN Nahmir's album was trash. Of course, people do hate that one song. Forget what it's called. What is that song called? The song is like, "Give Me All Your Love." Soul Train. People hate that song, Soul Train. But I don't think it was a bad album. I like Regardless off the album. I like the joint he got with G Herbo. But yeah, so Annoying is from that realm. If you want to check him out, I think he's a pretty good streamer. He's on Twitch pretty much every night, and I enjoy his content. I mean, he pretty much reacts to videos. He's from the 2K community. He's done a diss track. I don't know if it was trolling or not for the 2K community. And whenever him and Akademiks talk, they usually talk about Tekka. They talk about Meek. They talk about pretty much people's first week numbers and stuff, but their content is really interesting. I feel like they both give a different perspective. I'm a fan of both, so yeah. So let's get into the video.
What's going on, bro? I think Roddy's starting to fizzle out. He need to drop quick.
Hey, listen, the same person. Yo. We have the same conversations. And the other person I have with you, and we both kind of had the same consensus about Roddy.
He need to drop quick, right?
There's some thinking that Roddy got a little gassed from what he saw the Box do Rockstar do, a couple of his features, a couple of his clearly high level appearances.
I forgot about Rockstar. Rockstar is probably the biggest song, one of the biggest songs of last year. I forgot all about that. He was on Rockstar with the baby. How did I even forget that? It's a #1 song. Yeah, that's even a huge song. Like that would even make me feel like more like people are waiting for Roddy. How did I forget about Rockstar? Rockstar is probably one of is the biggest song of last year. So yeah, he is Rockstar too. So I saw him feel like he fell off just because he literally just had #1 single. I don't know. The baby is hot. The baby is one of the hottest artists out right now. Now I don't know that Rockstar goes #1 without Roddy Ricch. I mean, that's just the appeal that Roddy brings to a record. Dang, man, how did I even forget that? That's crazy. Yeah, like, I don't know. I definitely don't agree now that he fell off.
On other shit, what his album did, and he thought he was on the timing.
That Drake was on.
Not Drake. His city mate, Kendrick, in terms of not needing to drop and consistently feed the market, but you did a couple features and that's all they need. I think the time has come that he realizes he needs another project.
Yo, Maz,
this project, he gotta knock this shit out of the park.
Now, I don't want to stop it too much, but I feel like a lot of artists made that mistake. That's partly probably what people critiqued about YBN Corday. I mean, I'm sorry, not YBN Corday, YBN Nahmir, is that he disappeared for a long time. But the thing about YBN Nahmir, he was visible with his girlfriend. He just wasn't putting out too much music, which I still don't critique too much. But people do say if you disappear for too long, you don't put out music when you first come out, it's a hinder to your career just because you should be one to flood the market. Now, I can say with Drake, definitely flooded the market, but it's a different time. That was like 2010, 2011. He was flooding the market. Back-to-back songs, being on everybody's single. You probably should do that. And, I mean, honestly, Roddy hasn't really disappeared because, like, Rockstar was a big song last year. He had a song with YBN Corday. So I don't feel like he disappeared. For the most part, yes, he wasn't that much visible, but it was a pandemic. So how much could he really have done in 2020 to really stay out here? Like, a lot of people disappeared and just went away and made music. I wouldn't say he did the Kendrick thing because Kendrick, after Good Kid, Mad City, he still was on tour. Nobody could tour last year. So it's a different situation. I don't feel like it's the same situation.
If he knocks this shit out of the park, he's exactly who we think he is. A nigga who's just built different, the leader of his new generation, and he's going to redefine and write his own rules on when he want to move and how he want to move. Now, if it doesn't work, huge misstep. Because he's building up anticipation where it's hard to please. Yeah. And if he had continued to drop, and like I see him teasing feed the streets, if he had fed the streets before they got too hungry and turned into zombies, now they're coming through the window of the crib to get in the fridge, they would be more lenient and accepting to whatever he's dropping. But now they're going to be more critical. And if it doesn't ring off as it should, they're going to blame him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I think he needs to know. No, I think he knows he needs to drop quickly. And he needs to be effective. So we'll see.
Now, what about my guy? You know who I'm talking about, man. YBN Nahmir, man.
At this point, wanting and wishing that he fails, especially the demographic around where his audience is, because they want to turn him into the next Smoke Perp, the next meme of what a failed rapper is.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely want to do that. So
trust me, they want to turn him into that, and I think that puts a lot of pressure on him. I don't know how he could really, move after this.
Now, another piece of conversation that's been like a part of kind of Akademiks content a little bit. I won't even say content, just his conversations when he goes on Twitch, is that the clout era has come to an end. So the Rich the Kids, the Smoke Perps, some people say Ski Mask. I don't really put them in there, but I guess you can put them in there. The people that honestly were popping on SoundCloud, he feels like that era is over, and people actually want real street rap, like Lil Baby, Dirk, ESTG is going on, 42 Doug. Like, people actually want like real street music. They don't want somebody wearing V-Lone talking about how they just shot somebody, but they got purple hair. Like, that's what he's trying to. I don't think he's dissing them like that, because honestly, he kind of escorted in that era of the clout rappers. He just wants them to put some depth into their music, like actually deliver, rather than just do the same thing you were doing in 2016 to 2018. Because it's not going to work the same way you did back then. Like, it's not the same era anymore. People like X, rest in peace, he would have been thriving in his era because he was so diverse with his music. He never was in one box. But a lot of these rappers put themselves in one box, just talking about, I ran up a stack in a rack. Yeah, then I pulled out the strap. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love that music too. Like, I was a huge not ski mask. I keep saying ski mask. Smoke Perp. I wasn't a huge Pump fan, but I listened to some Pump songs as well. But SoundCloud, bro, who wasn't listening to SoundCloud music? If you wasn't, you was a hater, because it was just good music coming out at that time. And I still see some people coming out to SoundCloud now, like Sofuego is going to be huge. He just signed to Cactus Jack. He's going to be huge. Like, people are still coming up out of the SoundCloud era, so it's not like people are still coming out of it. But I feel like the music has changed, where people are more in depth with their music. It's not just surface based, and you can't do the same thing you did. Now, people say the same thing about YBN Nahmir, just because I feel like YBN Nahmir has always been rapping. Like, Rubbing Off the Paint is a rap record, but people don't believe it because of he's from the GTA community. Like, he did a lot of role playing back in the day. But from what I've seen, even when he was on No Jumper, he's down with, you know what I mean, like some heavy dudes out in California. I'm not going to speak too much because that's not my business, but he's about that life pretty much. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that situation. I feel like he just disappeared for a long time. People wanted music, and now he came back with something that they weren't satisfied with. And also, like Akademiks says all the time, that people wanted to hate it. Like with Cardi's album, Cardi's a part of that era too. Uzi is too. Uzi kind of surpassed it because Uzi actually put out Eternal Take, the regular album. Then he put out the deluxe with Lil Uzi Vert versus the World Part 2, and people got all the snippets and all the leaks that they wanted, so they were happy. And that album he did like 300 twice. He did 300K 2 separate weeks. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's unheard of. And then you got Playboi Carti. He did a great first week of 100K at least, but people wanted all those snippets, including myself. I wanted Kid Cudi. I wanted the original Neon. I wanted RPMs. I wanted Whole Lot of Red. Like, I wanted the original Whole Lot of Red, but he put out what he wanted. If he didn't put out those songs, people were ready to hate it anyway. So I don't feel like it was that bad of an album, but let's get back to the video.
It's a lot of pressure, if you ask me.
What about Stay Solid Rocky?
All right, come on, bro.
Lil' mama, party girl. She just wanna have fun too. They say yeah.
Okay. So hey, I think this is what we realizing though, right? Yeah. What we realizing kind of too. And I came to this realization really today, just having the conversation, bro. These new artists that are popping up via TikTok, fans, because you see, Instagram is a platform that the fans want to see a lifestyle and they get married to your lifestyle. In essence, they get married to you more than even your music. There's mad artists on there, they care about their lifestyle more than they care about even sometimes the music. Shit, I remember, I could be honest with y'all, when 6ix9ine just put up his shit, and it was getting mad comments, and me and him were on the phone, and he said, yo, they're really fucking with it. And I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they miss you more than they care about the song. They want the villain. They want the nigga who's always doing fuckery. And that's what Instagram does. These dudes that are popping up via TikTok, I think fans only give a fuck about the song. They don't give a fuck about that artist. They only care about the song. And after that song fizzles out, I don't think most of them have any type of shelf life. I think there's a bunch we could talk about no shelf life. And I haven't seen an artist that has really converted it the right way after their music popped up and popped off on TikTok.
Hey, Ak.
Like, for example,
you seen Pop
For
Hunter?
example, Pop Hunter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yo, did you see what he did?
No, but wait. One of the hottest songs yo, here's the thing with TikTok. The challenge is bigger than the artist. Nigga, first of all, I was on stream. I was getting that Young and Aces. Some nigga, I was calling him Spooky Wookie. Brother, I had no idea, because I seen G Herbo do it. I had no idea that the Junebug challenge came from his song. Bro, you don't even know the artist. You know the challenge. And you know how the beat to the challenge goes. You don't even know the nigga who sung it. Bro, Pop Hunter got one of the biggest songs in the fucking country for the last month and a half. Every white girl I know. Corvette, they know the dance by heart. Bro, he's on Instagram Live right now with 300 people watching. I guarantee, I just watched. He's on live right now. 300 people watching. Does anybody care about him?
Wait, right now?
Right now. Go to his Instagram. Right now. 300 people watching. Actually, it's 287. My bad. It's 287. I'm sorry.
Stop it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think I put more than 287 on live, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bro, I'm just trying to tell you that people are married to the music. They're married to the challenge. A chick came to my crib. She was like, because we take their phones, and they'd be like, yo, could you just film me doing the Corvette challenge? Like, what the fuck? It's like, yo, I would have posted on TikTok. Like, they love the fucking challenge. They love it. They love all these challenges. Do they know the nigga who sung it? No. Do they care about the nigga? Fuck no.
Yo, Chad, this 4K trade dick sucker wants me to ask you a dumbass question. He said, is YoungBoy considered a mainstream artist?
All right, before they go into the YoungBoy part, now I would say, man, it's always been artists like that though that have the song has been bigger than them. I mean, if you think about OG Bobby Johnson, that song that came out in like 2014, I don't even know who the artist that made that joint. There's been multiple cases with that. Now with the TikTok stuff, I can agree because I didn't even know the name of the person that made Party Girl because I know Uzi got on the remix. I didn't know his name was Stay Solid Rocky. I didn't even know. I know Pop Hunter because he's from Philly, but I feel like Pop Hunter's case is different because people outed him supposedly, allegedly as a snitch, saying he had paperwork and stuff. So that situation was different where people already like canceled that situation, even being a bigger situation for him. Because I feel like people knew his name, but they automatically just like, all right, we like the song because you got it Uzi on the remix and we already liked it already and it's popular on TikTok. But you're not going to pop off now because you're a snitch. Spot him, got him. I feel like Spot him, got him. He never was. I don't think he even probably meant for that song to go as crazy as it was supposed to be. Like when I don't know if it was. I think he's cool with Julio Fulio. I think. I feel like Fulio just said he was on Aiden's stream. He said like he didn't even do the challenge until like recently. Like, you know what I mean? Like he never even cared about doing the challenge because he wasn't worried about that. He was just making music, and Florida's a whole different place, man. Like, it's a lot of stuff going down there right now. That whole beef between them and Young and Ace, I'm not touching it because that thing is crazy. But yeah, man, like, people can be big. Like, the song can be bigger than these people, especially with TikTok now, because people just want to focus on getting the dance done. Like, with Apostapa, it was a huge song. People know it because YBN Nahmir was already popular already, but I don't feel like it did anything major for his album because he still need to heat up more. It was huge on TikTok and stuff, just how She Makes It Clap is for Soulja Boy. But I wouldn't tell Soulja Boy to drop an album right now. It's like, no, drop some more singles. Get hotter out here. You can't just drop an album like that. But we've been waiting for years for Nahmir to drop a debut album, so that's probably why he just thought, man, let me just drop this thing. But you got to heat up a little bit more before you can just drop an album because it's not going to do anything. If you disappear for that long of a time, you can't just think, okay, I'm popular on TikTok now, let me drop this album. No, people don't care about the album yet. They just care about that one dance so they can do the Apostapa. So let's go back. YoungBoy talk.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's enough.
Free YoungBoy.
Real quick question. You seen Pop Hunter did what Uzi said? He took him off the album, bro.
Oh.
He really?
Bro, go check.
Was he on it before?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
He removed. Takeoff remix is removed.
Project.
You know, Uzi was on two of them. The Corvette remix is still there, but the Takeoff remix is not.
Took that nigga off, huh?
You took that nigga off.
That's tough.
But the question is, did he really take him off, or did Uzi's label take him off for him?
He has to take him off because Uzi and his label signed the paperwork.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
took
they
him
Can't go
off.
played
back on him.
reverse.
Wow.
You see it? Go check his album. Take Off Remix is gone.
Hmm. That's crazy.
You gonna post it? You didn't know that?
I mean, I don't really give. I mean, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like even the snitching thing, I think the topic of snitching was bigger than people cared about Houston. People didn't care, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm so glad I still got to take off.
You just stopped. I think you just stopped the video. But yeah, man, that's the video. It wasn't too much about Roddy after pretty much the first couple minutes. Like I say, I don't think Roddy fell off. I feel like once he puts out a proper project, proper first single even, people gonna love it because he still had a crazy last year. Like I said, nobody could really remain consistent visibly last year unless they were like super big on TikTok or Instagram. And Roddy was never like that before, so I don't see why he would change it then. And nobody could tour, so it's not like he could really do much last year to kind of like get his name, like what I mean, like I guess to stay relevant or stay public for people. But yeah, man, like I said, everything else I went over, even with the SoundCloud stuff, I feel like people like Trippy has made out that era. Uzi obviously made out that era. Playboy Cardi, I feel like he still has another chance. I don't even feel like a Whole Lot of Red was a bad album. I actually listened to the album consistently, but I feel like he still has another chance. I don't know if he's going to drop the deluxe anymore. I feel like he just got going to drop in a whole nother project. People definitely want to Mr. Rage to be a different song than what it is. I still think it's a good song. I mean, it's still number 11 on Billboard. I don't know if it's going to fall, pretty far down the charts next week, but either way, it still was a big song. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the conclusion of this video. So if y'all have any comments about the video, please put them in the comment section for me. Like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell for the notification. And get in the comments and tell me what you guys want me to react to. I mean, I'm open to anything. I'm more, like I said, going to fall into the realm of entertainment, more music, and definitely content like this. I'm trying to figure out what Aiden streams are going to react to, just because I feel like everybody reacts to the Aiden stuff or they pop it up really fast. So I might react to the situation with him and Blueface's artist. But yeah, so again, like, comment, subscribe for me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.